My name is Joe Schreiber, Technical Director at Tufin. We serve over 2,000 customers worldwide, 40% of the Fortune 100. Tufin is the market leader in network security policy orchestration, and we've won a great deal of awards while doing so. Tufin is attempting to solve the problems of network complexity. As these networks have grown larger and larger, and we've moved towards cloud environments as well, we have a variety of administrative problems and security problems that arise from this complexity. You have a variety of different consoles, different policy models across all of these solutions, and there's no real simple way to actually gain insight into the policy of your organization. Tufin is solving the complexity of today's networks by bringing simplicity from a management point of view and agility into the change management process. And the first thing that Tufin does is bring the management of all these products together in one console, making it easier for a user to get acclimated from one network to another or one vendor to another. Secondly, through our unified security policy, we're able to provide people a very simple and easy to use policy mechanism that can be used across all of the hybrid environment. So lastly, we're introducing agility into the change management process by allowing users to make changes in minutes instead of days. We have a long-standing relationship with Palo Alto Networks. We're part of their Next Wave Partner Program, and we have over 100 large enterprise customers. The first capability would be visibility and topology, and we have full insight into the complete network with Palo Alto, including App ID and User ID. The second joint value would be compliance and audit readiness, and we bring compliance with full revision capabilities. And also, we have our unified security policy that provides compliance across all products, including Palo Alto. The third capability would be change automation, and we employ the vendor best practice by doing our change automation through Panorama. The fourth capability would be our end-to-end workflow system, where we combine unified security policy with our topology system so that you can integrate into all your business processes. Palo Alto users can gain full visibility into their policy whether they're using Panorama or a Palo Alto device direct. Once a Palo Alto device is associated with Tufin, we begin to look for risky rules that are potentially violating existing policy. We also attempt to clean up those rules, looking for rules that are potentially shadowed or redundant, or potentially using meta information that isn't valid anymore. We give Palo Alto users full visibility into their network architecture through our topology system inside Tufin. Using the Tufin topology map, we can very easily find all of the Palo Alto devices on our network and see how they're interconnected to each other and other vendors, including cloud environments. Not only can we see connectivity inside the map, we can also search the map as well. Using our search mechanism, we can search by source and destination, and Palo Alto users can use application identity as well in their searches. This is the revision screen that shows Palo Alto users changes that have been made to their devices. And note that when we investigate policy with Palo Alto devices, that we support device groups as well. So when we look at this policy, not only are we looking at the policy on individual device, we're also taking into account pre and post rules and the hierarchy of the device itself. Looking at the device changes, we can get a very quick visual representation of all the changes made to this device, and we can also simply generate reports as well. Palo Alto users can take advantage of the integration between SecureTrack and SecureChange by finding and selecting rules in the policy browser and sending them over for removal. After a user has selected rules for removal, they can simply send them over to SecureChange to have them removed. In addition to removing access, we can also provide access through SecureChange by using one of our many workflows or a custom created workflow. By capturing the source and destination, we can hand that over to our designer, and it will actually create the rules for you on the device. Note that the change that this user wants to make in order to gain access is going to modify a pre-rule, something that Tufin has support for. Workflows inside SecureChange can be built to your needs. We start here with the generic workflow containing most of the major steps that you would use in a typical workflow. The first is capturing the request, that is the basic source and destination and service from the user, and perhaps the reason that they want to make this change. You can add in a workflow step to allow business approval for this, perhaps the next level manager and so on. Then we use Tufin's topology to actually identify the targets that are involved in this change, whether those targets are traditional firewalls or cloud environments. Inside the change process, we actually overlay our unified security policy, potentially preventing a user from making a change against policy or allowing someone to approve and document that they want to override an existing policy. From the practitioner side, we offer the technical design and implementation phase, and this allows the practitioner to modify the rule to their liking or to their standards, or actually implement that rule with a push of a button. And lastly, we can verify that all of the changes that you expected to be made by Tufin were in fact made and create a new revision for this policy. To summarize, Tufin provides security and operations teams visibility, policy compliance, and automation across heterogeneous environments for private and public cloud platforms. Tufin accomplishes this by building market-leading integrations with key industry vendors in these spaces. We align our roadmaps to bring maximum value to our joint customers. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. To learn more about Tufin, visit tufin.com.